Good evening, NATA aspirants. We are back with our fast track revision series for NATA August attempt, and today we are going to discuss time and work as our topic of discussion. So let us start with the very first. Before we start the questions, let me discuss the ways. There are two standard ways when there are two possible conditions. Number one, when we have many people working together, as in this case here. So in this case we consider M1 R1 T1 divided by W1. This is equal to M2 R2 T2 divided by W2, where M1 and M2 represent number of workers R1 and R2 represent rate of work and T1 and T2 represent time taken to complete the work, time taken, and W1 and W2 represent work done. Alright. So in this case, what happens here is when we have more than one worker working together and the rate of all the workers is same, then we consider this as M1 R1 T1 upon M2 R2 T2 is equals to W1 upon W2, that is the rate of product of number of workers, rate and time. Ratio of these two terms is equal to the ratio of these two terms, W1 and W2. So let's apply the same here in this question. A contractor undertook a work to complete in 60 days, but just after 20 days he observed that only 1/5 of the project work had been completed. To complete the work in time, that is in rest days, minimum how many workers he had to increase if there were initially 75 workers who were deployed for the task. So here what we are given with is the contractor want to get the work completed in 60 days, and as per his calculation 75 workers he employed, but what he observed in reality is after 20 days the work done was 1/5. As per his opinion the work done should be 1/3, but it is not happening here, so he need to increase the workers so that the work can be completed in the estimated time, that is remaining time of 40 days, right here. So let us put the values here. M1 as given to us is 75, R1 not given, then let's consider it as R. T1 is 20 days, and what is the amount of work done in these days is 1/5. M2 he need to add some more workers, and that is what is asked. That's why we are considering 75 plus x, because this x is the number of increased workers. If rate is not given, consider it as constant, that is R. And time, total time was 60 days, but 20 days have already been used, so remaining time is 40 days, and the amount of work to be done is 1 minus 1/5, that is 4/5. So now let's take the ratio. 75 into 20 into R divided by 1/5 is equal to 75 plus x into 40 into R divided by 4/5. So this 5 from denominator of both sides gets cancelled, this r from numerator of both sides gets cancelled, this 20 cancels this 40 twice. So we are left with 75 is equal to 75 plus x into 2. So that is nothing but 75 is equal to 75 into 2, right, plus 2x. Okay. (75) into r into 20 upon 1 by 5. This is equal to 75 plus x into 40 into r divided by 4 by 5. M1 R1 T1 divided by W1 is equals to M2 R2 T2 upon W2. This is what we are employed here. So this gets cancelled and this 4 is here in the denominator, so that comes here. So finally this is 300 is equal to 150 plus 2x. So that gives you x equals to 75, and answer to this question should be option C. In fact, one can go by the other approach, that is a common sense approach. 1/5 of the work is done in 20 days. So at the same rate, 75 workers will do 2 by 5 more work in remaining days. That is 2 by 5 plus 1 by 5. That is 3 by 5 of the work is done, and remaining work is 2 by 5, and 2 by 5 of the work is done by 75 workers, so he needs 75 more workers. That can also be done by common sense. As I can see the comment by Pramod, NATA results are not declared as of now, but as soon as these results are declared, we will notify on our YouTube channel. So do subscribe our channel and you'll get the notification. Let's move to next question. So I hope you guys are able to relate with the both approaches, that is the calculation approach, the other one that is by using the common sense. Let's move to question number 2. If 2 men or 3 women or 4 boys can do a piece of work in 52 days, then the same piece of work will be done by 1 man, 1 woman and 1 boy in. So let us calculate rate of work or time taken by 1 man to complete the work, right? So in such cases, what we do here is we consider time into rate is equals to work. M into T into R. So how many men were there? 2 men were there. 52 days. Rate if not given, consider it as constant. So total work is 104 units, right? Men, women and boys are the three. So number we define M. M gives number of workers, that is 2 men, 3 women, 4 boys. Time taken is 52 days for each of them. Rate is, and total work is 104 units. Right, so 104 units is done by 4 boys. So 1 boy will do 1 boy. Total number of units work done by boys is 4 into 2, that is 8, 4 into 5, 20, 208 units for boys, 3 into 2, 52 is 156, and 2 into 52 is 104. So 104, 156 and 208. So let's take LCM of these three numbers, 104, 156 and 208. So that will give us, or you can say, this is the time taken by one man, this is the time taken by one woman, and this is the time taken by one boy. Man, women, woman and boy. Why did I write it? Because there were two men, so total work done was 104 units. If three women working, so total 156, and four boys working 208. So if there was only one man, he would have completed the entire, that is one work, that is 104. The one woman, that means 3 into 52, that is 156. So this is the time taken by one person. Time taken by one man is 104 days, one woman is 156 days, and one boy is 208 days. So to determine their rate, let's take LCM of these numbers. So 208, 6, 4, 6 and 8. So it has to be 24. So 24 comes 3 times, so that should be 654. So this is 24 3 times here. So rate of boy is 3 units. This is the rate, right? Rate of woman is 4 units. 4 into 6, 150 into 400, 600 plus 6 into 4, 24. 104, 6 units of work is done by one man. So in a day, work done in a day, is sum of the work done by one man, one woman and one boy in a day, that is 13 units, and total work to be done is 624 units. So 13, in 13's table you will find 4 at 8 times. So with 8 you have either 48 or none of these. So let's try with 48 directly. So 13 into 48, 13 8s are 104, carry over is 10, 13 4s are 52, 52 plus 10 is 62. So that makes multiplier as 48. So this is the number of days, because time into rate is equals to work. Time into rate, this M is no more into the picture because each one is 1, 1, 1, right? So work, time into rate is work. So time is, rate is known to us, work is known to us. So we determine time. So answer to this one should be 48 days. Let's move to question number 3. This is another variety. A and B can together do a piece of work in 15 days. B alone can do it in 20 days. In how many days can A alone do it? So here, let us draw the table for time into rate is equal to work. So this should be the structure. If A and B working together takes 15 days, B alone can complete it in 20 days, and you need to determine in what time will A do it. So let take LCM of these two, 15 and 20, LCM is 60. So work done is same for all. So 16 by 15 is 4. So rate of A and B together in a day is 4 units. Rate of doing work for B is 3 units per day, 60 divided by 20. So total rate of A and B together minus rate of B will give us rate of A, that is 4 minus 3 will give us 1. So time taken by A will be work upon rate, that is 60 days. So answer to this question should be option D, 60 days. Let's move to next question. A and B can do a piece of work in 18 days, B and C in 24 days, A and C in 36 days. So we have there are three pairs, AB, BC and CA. So A plus B, B plus C and C plus A. So time taken by A and B together is 18, B and C together is 24 and A and C together is 36. So let's take LCM of these three numbers. So that will be 72. 18 into 4, 24 into 3, 36 into 2. So rate of work is 4, 3 and 2 respectively. In what time can they do it all working together? So if we add these three together, so that will give us 2 times of A plus B plus C. So whatever we are calculating here is twice the rate, that is 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4, that is 9. So A plus B plus C will be, A plus B plus C will be, the rate will be half, that is 9 by 2, 72. So time is equal to 72 divided by rate. So that will be 72 into 2 divided by 9, 9 into 8, 72. So time taken will be 16 days. In 16 days time, A, B and C together can complete the given work. Let's move to next question. A is 3 times A is as efficient as B, then the ratio of number of days required by each to work alone completely is. Time into rate is equals to work. What we know, not the actual value, but we know the ratio value. So we don't know about time, but we know about rate. What is the rate? A is 3 times the efficient. That is, if B completes 1 unit of work, A will complete 3 units of work. Now let's take LCM of these two rates, that is 3. So time taken by A to complete the work is 1 unit of time, and time taken by B is 3 units of time. So the ratio of time to complete the work by each alone will be 1:3. And let me tell you, whenever the product of the two numbers is constant and ratio of 2 is known, the other term will be reciprocal of the same. That can be employed here directly. So if you know rate is 3:1, the time should be 1:3, because the work to be done is same. So ratio of work done will be 1:1. Let's move to next question. 3 taps A, B and C together can fill a tank in 6 hours. After working 2 hours, C is closed and the tank was filled in 8 more hours. Find the time in which C alone can fill the tank. So here A plus B plus C, if they all work together, they take 6 hours. A and B worked for 2 hours. A, B, C all worked for 2 hours. Then C is closed. A and B works for next 8 hours. So take LCM of 6, 2 and 8. That is 600. Let's not take LCM of 6, 200. Let's take LCM of 600 because these two are same. So 6 and 8 LCM will be 24. Right? So rate will be 4 units, rate will be 3 units, and if here in with in 2 hours with a rate of 4, they would complete 8 units of work. As the question suggests, in 2 hours time, A, B, C can complete 8 units. So 24 minus 8, that gives you 16 units remaining, and 16 units to be completed by A and B. So they'll do the work at a rate of 2 units per hour. So now let's calculate for the rate of C. That will be A plus B plus C minus of A plus B. So that will be 4 minus 2. So this rate will be 2. So 24 units to be completed by C alone at the rate 2 units per hour. C will take 12 hours. So correct answer to this one will be 12 hours. Fine. Next, this is an interesting one, guys. Please pay focus here, pay attention, and learn this approach, because here you have volume in actual values. Till now we were working with ratios only, but here in this question you have an actual volume, and the question asked is of different variety. A leak in the bottom of a tank can empty the full tank in 6 hours. And this is also the concept of negative work here. Leak works in opposite direction, so leak empties in 6 hours. Time is in hours, right? And when an inlet pipe fills water at the rate 4 liter in a minute, so rate of filling the water by inlet pipe is 4 liters per minute, and also it is said when the tank is full and the inlet is opened, due to the leak the tank gets emptied. That is inlet minus leak, that takes 8 hours. Inlet minus leak takes a time of 8 hours. Inlet minus leak takes a time of 8 hours to empty the tank. So let's take LCM of 6 and 8, that is 24. So leak alone empties at a rate of 4 units, but due to inlet it gets emptied in at a rate of 3 units per hour. So rate of inlet is 1 unit per hour. So inlet will take 24 hours to fill the tank, and in 1 hour we have got 60 minutes, and in rate of inlet is 4 units per liter. So total capacity of the tank can be calculated in this manner. So that will be 24 into 4 or 24 into 24 into 10. That is 576 into 10. So my answer will be 5760 liters. That is option D. So I hope this one is clear to all the students who are watching this video. Here the trick is you need to determine the rate of inlet, that is inlet can determine the time in which inlet can fill the entire tank, and multiply that time by 60, because the rate at which inlet pipe is filling the tank is in minutes. So to multiply that we have to convert our time into minutes and then multiply by the rate. Next one, 40 men can build a wall of 20 meter long in 12 days working 8 hours a day. This is nothing but M1 R1 T1 upon W1 is equals to M2 R2 T2 upon W2. So let's calculate the same or we can rewrite it as M1 R1 T1 upon M2 R2 T2 is equal to W1 upon W2. Alright, so M1 is initial two, how many men? 40 men. So 40 is M1, time rate is 8 hours a day and time is 12 days. Work is 200 units. So let's put it here, divided by what will be the number of days. So that you need to determine time T2, 30 men working, the work to be done is 300 units and working 6 hours a day. So this is 30 into 6 into T2. So we can directly calculate for time here. So this is 6 3 times, this is 8 4 times, this is 3, 12 gets cancelled 4 times, so this 0 gets cancelled, there is 4 into 4 into 4, and this 3 and this 3 also gets cancelled. So this 2 cancels this 4 twice. So T2 is equal to 4 into 4 into 2, that is 32. So answer will be 32. "32 days are required by 30 men to build a wall of 300 meter long working 6 hours a day." Let's talk about next question. Mr. Prashant has to build 1000-meter wall in 50 days. He employs 56 men, but at the end of 27 days, he finds that that only 448 meters are built. How many men must be employed so that the work may be finished in time? Be careful here. Here he has not asked how many more men. Had this question been more men, this would have been similar to question number 1. But here he has not asked more men, so you need to determine total workers required, right? So let's now calculate 56 men taken 27 days with a rate of R completed 448 units, and this should be equal to some more men 56 plus X into remaining time 50 minus 27 is 23 days at a rate of R, and remaining wall is 1000 minus 448 will give you 552. 448 plus 2 450, 450 plus 550 is 1000. So this R and this R gets cancelled. 4 4 8 8 8 16, right? So I can simply cancel these numbers by 8. So that is 8 5s are 40, remainder is 4, say 8 6 times. So this is 8 7s are, now let's cancel by this 8 times, right? And we are left with 8 here, 23 552. So 23 से 552 को कैंसिल करने की कोशिश करें. 23 ones are 23, 23 twos are 46, remainder is 9, 9 2 92, 4 times 23 4s are. Now let's cancel this 3 times. So now we are left with 27 into 3 is equal to 56 plus X, that is 81 is equal to 56 plus X. So X is equal to 81 minus 56, that is 25. So had this question been how many more men, so my answer would have been 25, but as it is not here, so my answer should be 81. Okay, एक बार फिर से बता देता हूँ, कुछ बच्चों को अगर इंग्लिश में नहीं समझ में आया, यहाँ इस क्वेश्चन में हाउ मेनी मैन मस्ट बी एम्प्लॉयड सो दैट द वर्क में बी फिनिश्ड इन टाइम पूछा है, इसीलिए आंसर 81 होगा। अगर पूछा होता हाउ मेनी मोर मैन, तो आंसर 25 होता। ठीक है, so be careful while solving the question. Let's talk about the last question of the day. A tap can fill an empty tank in 12 hours and a leakage can empty the tank in 20 hours. So tap works in positive direction, leakage works in negative direction, opposite work. Time is given to you as 12 and 20. So let's take LCM of the two, that will be 60. So rate of filling the tank is 5 units and rate of emptying the tank or filling the tank is minus 3 units. So both, if tap and leakage both work together, then how long will it take to fill the tank? So that will be tank minus leakage, that is 5 minus 3, 2. Effective time taken, effective rate is plus 2, so tank will be filled, and 60 by 2 is 30 hours is the time taken. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to revise your aptitude concepts with us, do subscribe our channel and follow us on YouTube, and make sure that you guys tune in tomorrow at the same time. We'll have another topic in our YouTube live session tomorrow. So thank you.